I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet, 3 or 4 levels.
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about, working smarter.
Floyd Mayweather was once the ultimate symbol of boxing achievement and great wealth, yet new reports imply a different reality as Stephen A. Smith is doubting the security of Mayweather's financial kingdom and wondering if the unbeaten champion is now confronting his most difficult challenge, which is money troubles, while we examine the $42 million controversy now disturbing the boxing community.
The $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, our car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs 1.6. It's close to 15 million. You're right, it's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive them?
No.
Floyd Mayweather has spent years promoting his image as the world's best-paid sports star, always talking about his huge $100 million earnings whenever his name appears in the news.
You did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
The boxing community is now completely dismantling that story as past UFC challenger and expert Chael Sonnen calls it a major sports marketing trick, proposing that Mayweather's famous 9-figure fight earnings could have been just an illusion.
This phrase, fake news.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? What does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote that.
Even though Mayweather showed off his watches, private planes, and bank statements, Chael Sonnen says the solid financial evidence was never truly produced, as there was no network or independent confirmation, only newspaper stories.
Whoever puts that press release and sends it out, never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers. They're all lies.
This brings up a harsh question as to whether Mayweather's entire success was constructed from real payments or just publicity, pride, and media tricks, while Sonnen has company in this view, and given the ongoing legal money troubles, unsettled debts for jewels, and that cryptocurrency fraud case following him, his wealthy image appears to be failing everywhere, as Floyd Mayweather has long been the symbol of unreachable riches in his sport, the person who made extravagance his normal life, changing his money nickname into his whole personality. Yet behind the personal aircraft and endless expensive purchases, the flaws in that picture are starting to appear, and they are becoming visible quicker than anyone predicted. While Mayweather is financially ruined, but nobody is stating it publicly yet, aside from his past opponents, and even Oscar de la Hoya, a former foe who became a hesitant ally, could not overlook the current situation, as de la Hoya, who has frequently stood up for Mayweather openly, lately had to acknowledge the truth.
Stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Spoken by a promoter who understands the boxing industry completely, de la Hoya's statement was more than just an attack, as it felt like a declaration of financial death, with the legal issue over jewelry, the whispers about his property, and that endless series of exhibition matches, with every clue showing Mayweather's supposed billion-dollar kingdom is not as strong as everyone thought, while that de la Hoya, a man who was once his direct competitor, is now showing pity instead of competition, says More than any financial document, yet the strange twist is Mayweather did not keep quiet, and as De La Hoya openly shows concern, Floyd reminded everyone of their actual shared business past regarding finances and trust, as Mayweather has often suggested that De La Hoya himself was not perfectly honest in their private dealings.
Built this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in a sport of boxing.
For someone who created his entire image around showing off riches, this goes beyond just Canelo or past business, as Mayweather implies a history of secret agreements, unofficial payments, and money schemes operating in private, the very same financial schemes now appearing in court cases, overdue bills, and discrete property sales. And it is not only money specialists and former title holders questioning Mayweather's domain now, as even boxers from his own era and rivals he once fought are beginning to reveal the truth, while Logan Paul, who fought Mayweather, is still waiting for a payment he says strangely disappeared after their match, and his anger did not show any restraint.
It's not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that's just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got a jet. Fuck, dude. I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. We'll see you in court. The artists have it. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you. Like, we're coming for your millions and the last of your chance.
A legal dispute over missing millions forms another flaw in the Money Mayweather image, as what began as a simple boxing show concluded with a search for payment. While Logan is not the sole person suggesting the figures behind Floyd's wealth may be incorrect, and when even the athletes must pursue their earnings in court, it raises one unavoidable question as to whether Mayweather's financial kingdom is already operating on empty. You are right there. However, even as Logan Paul continued with his legal case stating Mayweather did not give him his complete earnings for their fight, Floyd did not remain quiet, as he answered in his typical manner, shifting the fault onto the promoters and dismissing the entire issue as if it were merely spare coins.
Right away, just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather's relaxed brush-off made the lawsuit seem like normal industry practice, yet the circumstances suggested otherwise, as from fighters not receiving payment to jewelers taking legal action and talk of selling property, Floyd's monetary stronghold appears besieged on all fronts, while no clever action can conceal the increasing number of individuals still awaiting their money, as Logan's story reveals a commercial approach most supporters never witness, and for a long time Mayweather did not only earn money in the boxing ring, as he was also managing the finances surrounding it by buying whole blocks of tickets before public sale and then reselling them for enormous gains, with Floyd's business dealings reaching well beyond the evening of the fight.
He is the promotional arm of his fights. It's why, in part, he makes so much money, because whereas a normal promotional company will take 30%, he is that. And so oftentimes for his fights, before the tickets can go on sale to the public, or like right as they go on sale, he'll buy a whole wing, a whole section, and then he'll sell them at a higher price, marked up, so he can make,
like all the floors. He takes all of them.
All of them, 3, 4, 5x, and it's part of.
Logan openly said the method itself was not unlawful or strange for a person managing their own boxing events, as it was simply commerce. However, the true issue, he explained, was not the ticket reselling itself, but rather the backers being kept unaware and huge sums of money disappearing after all the tickets were purchased.
Lawsuit, he had an investor pay $1.4 million in total for this section, and the investor was promised that the seats would sell at I think a 7 to 8x multiple, and he expected a return on his investment, and sure enough, he didn't get his initial investment back. He's strung along. He gets like 100K here and there, strung along, not getting paid. Now his investment allegedly is being rolled into Floyd's alleged fight with Manny Pacquiao, and so the investors being strung along on this thing, and eventually, like us, it's like, yo, we're simply not getting paid in full. Like, we've been fucking dragged along for way too long now. And this guy finally filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather. So that's the one that's actually active and pending. And then here we...
What began as an intelligent commercial plan gradually turned into allegations of broken guarantees, missing profits, and now legal fights, while Logan's comments repeat a trend that is increasingly obvious as a rising number of boxers, financiers, and associates are still expecting Mayweather to pay what he owes, and even as Mayweather's public persona keeps focusing on personal planes and extravagant spending, the fractures in that Money Mayweather domain are now visible, with this time the complaints not coming from reporters or resentful former promoters, but from the actual opponents who fought him, as Logan Paul, who participated in a hugely viewed exhibition match against Mayweather, explained that the true conflict did not finish at the last bell because it started once the filming ended, and Logan states the payment he was guaranteed still has not been delivered.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full, that is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this to court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a...
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
Everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions.
Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never gonna stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match, all right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Alright everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.